Good morning everybody, how are you? My last video was for the AFT Georges River round where we came down into the mangroves, and I'm coming back again. A few people had saying, oh, what gear do you use, what lures, what sort of retrieve, what line, that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd come back today and get right in amongst the mangroves. It's a high tide in another couple of hours. I prefer a run out tide because that way then the fish that are at the back are going to be dropping out, but you've got to do what you've got to do. So we're going to get in there. Let's get in without much wasting of time and try and get a few bream. So this is where we're going to start. We're going to go right up in through there, but before we go in there, of course, we work the outer edges to see if there's any fish around there. There's one straight away. It's not a big fish. Just a little tacker. He jumped off. Now we're hoping for much bigger than that one. But just to show you, starting off with a Gladiator tackle bingo. That's what I was using last time, a bite-sized lure. Bream love 'em. Let's hope there's a few better ones about. Now another bit of kit I like to use when I do get right in amongst these mangroves is just a little hand paddle. Just helps them do those quick little turns. It's pretty invaluable. And when you do come into the mangroves like this, I only take one rod, because on the links there's no real side storage that I have for the rods. You can get attachments that you can lay the rods down, but coming in here I'm only doing one style of fishing, so one rod is plenty for me. That's a little bit better, that one. Not huge, but a little bit better. Just use the net on this guy. This little fella, still not legal, but just lipped him with that little bingo there. Never know what you're going to get in here. At least he was bigger than the last one, so back you go, buddy. The water's actually pretty murky because we had a fair bit of rain the other night, so I'm actually going to go with a bit more of a solid colour of the bingo. Once again, maybe a bit more contrast in this murky water might help out more than the natural colours. I also will say the lynx is perfect for this type of fishing. It's got a nice shallow draft, and also with the kick-up fins that come with these, the Mirage 180 kick-up fins, if you do hit any of these rocks or logs laying down, they're just going to bump up and you just keep going. And the 180 lets you reverse. Perfecto. So it's extra shallow through here, so you'll notice I'm keeping my rod tip high when I can, just so that lure doesn't dive down as deep as it can. Come on, up you come. Oh, he's got me over near that tree. Oh, did me. Bugger. One bingo down. So that can be one issue fishing amongst the mangroves. You can have a lock drag, but if they just go sideways like that guy did, you can do me on a tree. So I've re-rigged with another bingo. This is one that I pimp. It's one of my own patterns, bait fish sort of pattern. Once again, a bit darker. We'll see how we go. Losing that last fish was pretty much completely my fault. He didn't feel that big when I first hooked him, and then he just took off sideways. I should have gone a bit harder. Next time, next time. And if you do snag up like this, don't just try and wrench it out, because it's normally on a mangrove root or a bit of a rock. If you just go up towards where your lure is, should be able to get it off pretty easily. You might have seen all those prawns jump around before. It's probably because this bream was right near him, and he's come out, hit my lure instead. Good on you, buddy. So this guy we pinned right on the edge of the nose there. Now this is just a shallow diver that I paint. Like I say, it's a little bit darker. Put a few stripes on it to break up the pattern a bit, make it look a bit more realistic. This guy's not a big fish, he's only probably about 27, 28 tip, but legal in a comp, legal to take home if I want to, but I always put my bream back. Ooh, right under that tree, come on. Yep, there's one, right there. Right next to that tree. We've got you out now, matey. Here's a good one. This is the sort of one that you want in the comp. Woo, you little beauty. As you would have seen, I landed this guy just after that lure landed right next to that tree, because that's where they're hanging around. They're just waiting there, waiting for things to swim by. Came out, clunked this lure. Good on him. So here he goes, 30 fork. So he's about 34 tip. Just hold him up there for you to see, until I'm not lying. As if fishermen are liars, come on, never. But beautiful fish. One of those in a comp would be a nice little bag starter offer. See you, buddy. Ooh, right near the base of that tree again. Is there another big bream there? Yes. Well, it's not a big bream, I don't think, but it's a bream. You can see right against the base of that tree again. It's where you got to get it. So not as big as that last one, but still a legal fish. But as you saw, once again, right at the base of that tree, that's where they're sitting. This lure is counting for a few fish. Another one goes back. So it's right near the top of the tide now. It's pushed right in. The water's cleared up a bit more as this fresh water comes in. I'm going to go back into the mangroves, try some close quarter combat battle. Well, might as well put a cast in while we're here. Get it over there somewhere. Just keeping the rod tip up high. There's one. Thank you. Come here. At least we're starting to get a few decent fish. Here we go, another legal Brembo. Shallow diving, hard body, amongst the mangroves. It's great fun. Thanks for coming aboard. Well, you're probably wondering what gear I'm using as well. Better tell you, I suppose. I've just got a Stratic, Shimano Stratic, CO4 2500 series, size. I've got a match with a Gladiator Tackle Cyborg rod. These are a few years old now, but I hear there's a new range coming out. Fantastic light Peter kit. This one's a 6'8", 2 to 4 kilos. Beautiful. Not too long, which is in the mangroves. You don't want a rod that's too long, otherwise you're hitting sticks left, right and centre. Great strength down in the butt section, but a nice little tip that'll really flick lures around. So great. Ghost and braid, of course, 0.8 PE, and I've got 8-pound Seaguar leader. That's all you need. Beautiful stuff. Let's get some more. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I was just about to say I have to go hard here because there's a few trees submerged right in front of me. Well, I pulled the hooks on him. Ooh, look at that, what a cast. This guy came up and hit it right at here. He's not a big guy, but he'd actually, I saw him come out from underneath that tree there. He was looking at it, and then he just went doof. Just a little tacker. Well, that's it in the mangroves. Time's up. I have to get back home. I've got chores to do. So we've been out for a couple of hours now, and I hope you've seen how I go about. And if you haven't done it before, I hope you've learned a few things. So what's essential? A kayak, yes, definitely. Hobie lynxes are fantastic. As I said, shallow draft, MD 180 kick-up fins, unreal. If you want to talk to someone about them, or any type of kayak, give James Kilpatrick a call at Hunter Water Sports. He will be able to sort you out, no problems, all right? A paddle. I find these essential when you get into the mangroves like this. Just to do those quick little turns, backwards and forwards, that's great. A net, of course, you'll need. One rod, that's all I've got with me today. That's all I need to take out. Some good leader, some good braid, Gosen, Seaguar, nice rod. Not too long, like I said, between that 6'6", 7 foot maximum is what I'd go, but 6'8" for me is ideal. These Gladiator Tackle Cyborg rods are beautiful. I can't wait for the new ones to come out. Stratic 2500 reel. You could use any type of reel as long as it's got a pretty good drag, although you do want to have the drag pretty tight because you can't let them run too far on these mangroves, but they can go sideways and ping you off like that one did earlier on with me. But that's it, everybody. Thanks for coming along today out here on the mangroves. I've got to head back in. Next time, I don't know, we'll see what we can do. Catch you all later. Bye bye. Oh wait, it's not over. Bit of bonus fishing. Not technically in the mangroves, but on the outside edge of the mangroves. So it still counts. Another legal Brembo can go back. Now that's it. Now we're going home. Thanks for coming along, everybody. See you at the next video. Bye-bye.